Okay, welcome back to the Soda Pop Podcast. This is episode 14 of our second season. Today we have, like we had last year, we have our Chopped our competition winners with us. So why don't you guys take a moment, introduce yourself, like what's your name, your major, and what year you are, and where you're from.
Okay, my name is Anterica Hill. I'm from Eufaula, Alabama. My major is culinary art management, and my classification is a senior.
I'm Dylan Power. My major is also culinary arts. I'm from Marlton, Arkansas, and I'm also a senior.
Awesome. So, like, you guys are in the culinary arts. So what kind of interested you into jumping into the culinary arts? Like, what is behind your passion for, your field?
Ever since I was little, I just had a passion for cooking. UNA was the only 4-year school that was in the state of Alabama, so I wanted my bachelor's degree, so I came to UNA.
Nice.
Similar to her, just growing up, I always enjoyed making food with my family during big family gatherings, eating the food that for the big family gatherings. And then I came to UNA because in Arkansas during the time, and I'm pretty sure even now, they don't have any culinary programs in the state.
Wow. That's crazy. I know this isn't on our outline or anything, but kind of tell us a little bit of like where you're looking to go with your career, considering you both are seniors. How are you looking to continue your culinary I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but your career in the culinary?
I guess still I don't have 100% plan, but currently I feel like I want to go into the management section or go into full on focus on baking and make breads and sweets and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite part, and that's kind of a bad thing for me because of all the sugar and stuff, but
Same.
I really enjoy sweets and bread type things, which is really, I need to cut down on those. What about you?
For me, same thing he said. I'm up and down. I want to travel. I want to get a catering business. I always wanted a food truck to travel the United States, but my priority is opening up my own restaurant and having some of my family members work in it. I think that would be nice.
That'd be really fun. I just when I think of that, I envision a restaurant and then having your food truck that travels around, kind of like the Oscar Mayer Wiener cart truck thing. That's
Yeah, I think there's a Cuban restaurant down in I forget the name of the town, but the very south point of America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a famous Cuban restaurant that does the same thing.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, and I think that a lot of restaurants in bigger cities will do it too. They'll take food trucks to events and everything, and it's really, honestly, it's a good idea because who doesn't want to stop at a food truck when they see it? Because we have them here. Anytime we have some sort of big event in Wilson Park, there's always food trucks there. There's always everything. So it's definitely a nice element to have towards a business, or even if it is your business, you're definitely likely to succeed in it because everybody likes food. It is America after all. Okay, so like I said, you guys won the Chopped competition. For those of you who listened last year, kind of what's going on in the competition, but for those new people who are listening in, kind of explain what the Chopped competition is and kind of how it works.
Okay, so you have 2 rounds. Your first round is an appetizer. You have 30 minutes to complete it. And in front of you, they put a mystery basket with ingredients inside. And once you open it up, you see what ingredients you have to make a product out of. And then same go for the second round of the competition, but they give you 15 extra minutes. So you have 45 minutes to complete a whole entree. and you have the mystery ingredients in front of you again.
Yeah, so it's basically like the Chopped TV show, pretty much, almost exactly, which is pretty
Without
cool.
the bacon.
Yeah, which is really cool because I know as a kid I liked watching Chopped and things like MasterChef and all of that. So I know you guys had judges last year. Were they the same judges this year, or what did you guys have, like who judged it basically?
So
Every like round and during each individual competition between the students, we had different judges.
So like every time there's just like basically a non-bias towards it. Nobody who has maybe judged, like if you're a single student in that competition, you're not gonna, if you're on a team, they're not gonna they've never had your dish before. They've never had anything you've cooked. So that's pretty cool. You said there were 2 rounds. Were there 2 rounds for like a team, or because you said individual too? Did you guys have individual stuff as well?
For the majority of the competition this year, it was individual students paired up with a chef and going against each other. But during the finals, because we had an odd number of students and winners, we decided to go with teams of 2 students with like a guest student from another class helping.
it was
With
the runner-up. The runner-up. Mm-hmm.
With the chefs that was helping us with the previous rounds, being neutral and helping both teams along to not show any bias.
Yeah. So I know you were part of the competition last year too, and you had the same result. But for you, what was kind of how was your experience going through this, being getting, I don't know if were you part of it last year, and if you were, like, if not, how did you enjoy it?
I wasn't part of it last year, but it was fun. It was something different. I was the only girl in the final, so that was great. And then coming out as the winner, that was awesome too.
So last year we kind of went through the final dishes that the winners prepared. Kind of take us through the dishes. Like, I know you guys said you were teamed in the last round. So tell us a little bit about the dishes you made throughout the competition. Just like tell us how, like what they were and what it took to the thought process behind coming up with that, considering the time limit.
My first round that I competed in, I did pot stickers because I had lamb chops. We had a fruit, which was a honey kiss melon, and we had some other ingredient in the basket. But I know I made pot stickers with salsa out of the fruit, and then in the entree dish, I did a fajita burrito because we had the smoked turkey, we had a 4-can bean salad and fennel, and I made a soup out this the 4-can bean, and turned out nice.
Yeah, it sounds good. I'm not gonna lie. Pot stickers are a pretty popular thing around here, so that's pretty nice. I know in Main Market they have them a whole lot. So
For me, like, my memory is not great, so like I don't remember all I made, but like I know for like the appetizer round, our round we had like scallops of marshmallow like paste, and I think some fruit, and we for the appetizer round we made pan fried scallops with like the marshmallows as like mixed with like the fruit, and and like a deglazed wine to make the dressing sauce.
That's
And some other stuff.
That's pretty creative. I don't know. I've always wondered, like, if I was in that spot, and I'm by far not a good cook. I can't cook very well. So I've always wondered like what I would do in that position, having all these ingredients just thrown basically in front of me, and having to come up with something on the spot, and no recipes or anything, like doing this all from your head. Was that kind of a stressful situation, or is it kind of second nature at this point for you guys?
I watch Chopped all the time. So for me, it came kind of easy because when we did the final round, when I saw the crawfish and the cheese, I was like, let's do macaroni and cheese. And then I saw escargot, and that was my first time ever working with snails. So we fried them and we put them as a crispy topping on the top of the macaroni cheese. So yeah, it come easy to me now.
And so, what was kind of, I don't know, how do you guys, what do you guys think set your dish above your opponent's dish in the final?
Creativity.
Creativity.
Taste. I think we had more seasoning on our protein.
And what did I don't know if you guys remember or not, but what was the other team's dish that they made?
For their appetizer round, they made crawfish and escargot, kind of like a salmon patty. So they put all their ingredients inside and fried it, and then they made for their entree, we all grilled our steaks, but they made a compound, and a compound butter to put on top, and then they did a salad. Yeah,
I will say I would never have been able to deal with the pressure of that. I mean, I watched MasterChef and Chopped throughout my life, but like I mean, I know this. I don't know. Was this were the people there watching you do this as well? Like other than the judges?
There was a crowd of like 5 people.
Yeah, I had some of my friends to stop by and watch me compete.
That's not too bad, but like I know the pressure of like say being on MasterChef or Chopped, being on television in front of the entire world basically that would crack me. So either way, I would be so afraid that my dish would be so bad that nobody would like it.
I'm also a little camera shy, so it's fine.
Yeah. When you finished the final dish, did you think right off the bat, were you like, this is a good dish, we're gonna win? Or was it like, I'm a little bit worried, I don't know if I should say I'm gonna win, but also I don't think I'm gonna lose? Or what kind of went through your head once you finished the dish?
My heart was still a little racing, like, we did good. You think we had a good teamwork?
Yeah, we did.
So, like, we did as good, as best as we can. We only have to hope that, like, our skills, like, match our expectations and present as best as we could.
All right. When I set the plates in front of the judge, I was like, we did it. And I thought our food was good, and so did they. But at first I was nervous. I was like, when they was giving us the critiques back, and I was like, they got this point, we got that point, and it was just like, I think we got it. And so, yeah.
I still want to remake that sauce we made.
The red pepper jelly.
Yeah.
We mixed red pepper jelly and
the fruit. It was kind of like a mixture between a pear and an apple. And so we mixed the fruit inside the spicy jelly to make it a sweet and spicy sauce.
That's really cool. I've never thought of something like that. That's crazy. So being a part of this competition, how do you think being like going through this, and for those who have been through something similar, maybe at a local level, or like even going on like Chopped or MasterChef, how do you think it kind of helps you prepare for the world in your career? Like, how do you think it pushes you forward or prepares you to be in that position whether being like a head chef at some 5-star restaurant or owning your own restaurant? How do you think it kind of prepares you for that?
I think on your feet, definitely for one, because in real life, in the restaurant business, there'll be lots of like unexpected things that you would have to work around of, like in Chopped, where like the mystery ingredients, we had to find a way to work around and use all those ingredients, like in real life, in case something has to be changed drastically for customer convenience.
That makes really good sense, and especially like, say you are in this really bad situation that probably never will happen ever, but say you have the ingredients you need, but say you're missing one ingredient for every dish on your menu, so you can't complete it. But you have all these other ingredients. You can still prosper through and make. You can serve and still be able to open up, which is awesome. I think that's how I would look at it. What about you? How do you feel about it?
Time. Basically having enough time to get your food out to your guests. Making, like you said, making the right products. If you run out of something, you have to improvise and use another ingredient to make that dish better. It's just, you have people that they have diabetes now, and they're diabetic, so you have to improvise. Don't put that much salt in their food. So to me, it's about time, being patient with others, working well, communicating with others. So yeah.
Very, very helpful type of situation, and I can see, especially in time-wise, like you don't want to, at this point in time in society, everybody wants everything so fast, like they want it now. I order it, I expect it to be out in like 5 minutes at least, and so I do think that going through this time-limited, timed like events does kind of help you with that, because you do have to think on your feet as well, because you don't have a recipe, you don't know what you have in front of you, but you're still able to complete that dish within the time limit, which is something that's really important, especially in this day and age. So I definitely think that things like this are a nice additive to the field. So Thanksgiving's coming up next week, actually. Or it'll be, when I release this, it'll be this Thursday. So that's confusing. Thanksgiving is coming up. So
Yeah, that'll be like the 28th.
yeah, the Thanksgiving is 28th. So it'll be the Thursday. I'm releasing this on a Monday, so it'll be on the Thursday after I release this.
Yeah.
Very complicated type thing, but it's just coming up. So I know everybody cooks on Thanksgiving. So kind of, do you guys cook your Thanksgiving meals? Do you take a step back and just take a break from cooking and let the other people do it? Or what do you guys do for Thanksgiving? Do you have anything special that you're preparing or cooking or anything?
I like to cook for Thanksgiving with my family. Dressing, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, cabbages. We do it all. But this year I want to try to make a blueberry cheesecake. It's going to be my first time trying to make it, but I want to try it this year. And then we go spend time with our family. So we'll take a dish or so. So, yeah.
I'm going to go back to Arkansas for the weekend. Like, I was thinking of an idea for like a key lime pie, but like instead of key limes, just use oranges. So basically an orange pie in the same style.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I've never thought of it like that, but I feel like it kind of have a little bit of the same outcome, because maybe just not as like, a key lime would be more of a sour type pie. You thinking like mandarin orange or
I don't
just
know. That's why I'm going to like try to
it's just in the
figure out how
process.
to do it.
Awesome.
And like we'll make it nice.
Well, I will say that sounds really good. If you come up with it and it tastes good, spread it around. Or not, keep it secret recipe. So another thing that is coming up, still Thanksgiving. This is I'm gonna take this time to like kind of like plug something that's going on in the community. We've talked about it before, but on Thanksgiving there's a free Thanksgiving dinner that is going to be going on. So it's free for anybody who wants to come. It's going to be on Thanksgiving. It'll be from 11 to 2. It's the fifth year that it's going on. So it's been pretty successful in the past couple of years too. It's going to be at Seasons, or Seasons Good Moods, Good Foods, whichever one you know it as. That's the full name, but most people call it Seasons. But that's where it's going to be. Definitely go check it out if you're not busy and you need some. And you want to go enjoy a Thanksgiving meal. Maybe you don't have a family to go home to from school, or you feel like you're going to be alone on Thanksgiving. This is a great place to go for that exactly. So go check it out if you need to. So it's going to be great. I know a lot of people show up for it, so definitely go if you need a place. It's never fun to be alone on Thanksgiving, especially if you don't have a family to go to, or you just can't go home, which is really sad. So they have a place for you to go at times like that. So definitely go check it out. The poster or flyer will be on our social media. Go check it out. The address will be on there, for Seasons. And there's a phone number that you can call if you can't make it out. There'll be people who can deliver it to you as well. So definitely go check out our social medias and look at the flyer and go check it out. So now we'll get back into this. Let's see. What does, I know most people are like, Thanksgiving is just, we're thankful for everything. But does it have any type of special meaning for you guys? It's like just a time that you get to spend with your family out of a busy year, or just a time where you actually get to relax a little bit.
It's a time to spend with your family and friends, eat good food, take a break from school.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad to be going home for Thanksgiving.
And I will say, Thanksgiving it falls really late this year, so I know for us, especially as UNA students, it's a little bit of a short break followed by that exam week, and then we get back out for Christmas break. So it's almost in theory an extended break a little bit, but it's
a break between breaks.
A break between breaks. That's a good one. So, I mean, honestly, when I think of Thanksgiving, it's a time to spend with family, and it's a time to be thankful for what you have and everything, and to get away from school. But it's also just a time to have fun, because behind all the meaning, behind all the things, behind spending time with the family, it's just a time where you can de-stress. With if you're stressed at work, if you're stressed from school, whether college, high school, elementary school, it's a great time to de-stress, and especially it's like everybody comes together, and that's something that's really rare. That's starting to be rare in this time and age, because so many people are able to talk to each other, FaceTime, everything through technology. So it's awful rare for people to actually come together just to come together, unless it's on a holiday like Thanksgiving, Christmas. So I definitely think it's really important that we still have these get-togethers with your family and everything, because if you lose yourself in technology, then it gets kind of crazy, and then nobody will ever see you, and then it's just going to turn into a world where we basically sit, and then we'll turn into everybody. You guys seen the movie WALL-E? We'll turn into those people if it keeps going. We get too technologically advanced, we'll turn into them. We'll stop walking. It'll be crazy. The world will end. So, long story short, Thanksgiving keeps the world alive. But I do want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. You guys, everybody listening, everybody who has a part in this free Thanksgiving dinner, everybody who was part of One Table, and everything around that's going on for Thanksgiving. Everybody have a great break for school. Ours is a little bit short, but other people's is longer, so go for that. Definitely, if you haven't listened to the rest of our episodes, it's a great time to listen to those. So binge them. We have a good, what is this? This is 14 of season 2, so we've got a good over like almost 30 something episodes to listen to. So go binge those. They're all good. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media. Do you guys have social medias that you guys want to plug? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything that you want to plug? I guess not. Okay, so follow UNA Dining though on their social media as well. I know, especially dine on campus is a thing too. So if you ever are looking to eat in like Main Market, or you just don't know the hours of whatever is going on around campus, dine on campus is a great place to learn that, and they'll tell you all the hours and the menus of places around campus, all of the UNA dining affiliated places. So definitely check that out too. It's very helpful, I know, because it's very hard to know exactly what you're going to eat and where you want to eat it. So it helps with that. Thank you guys for coming and being a part of this too. I know we had the winners last year, and we have it this year too. And like you said, the competition was a little bit different this year, which is really cool to know. So do you guys? I know you guys are seniors. Are you guys graduating in May?
I actually transferred, so I still have 4 semesters left. So.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. So are you gonna try and be a part of it again next year?
Yes, next spring I'm gonna try to be in the baking competition.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. I'm sure that'll be an experience as well. Thank you again for coming and being a part of this. Make sure you follow us on social media as well. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving break. Have a great Christmas break. Next week will be our last episode. We're gonna have Dr. Brown on, and we're gonna talk about the Create Scholarship and It's a Wonderful Life, and it's gonna be a good one. It's always good when Dr. Brown's on. So stay tuned for that, and thank you guys for listening so much, and have a great Thanksgiving break, and we'll see you in the next episode.
This podcast has been brought to you by UNA School of the Arts, produced by Mark Gallegos and Lainey Green. Special thanks to Monica Collier and the SOTA staff.